Hey everyone, Joe Jacoby here, goldtogreentv.com. It was a big day in Chattanooga today. Volkswagen America's Chief Executive Officer, Stefan Jacoby, was in town to deliver the keynote at the Spirit of Innovation Awards. Afterwards, he gave a very candid press conference in which goldtogreentv.com was there to capture it in its entirety. In full disclosure, we are moving goldtogreentv.com's question to the front, and then you can see the rest of the press conference as Mr. Jacoby answered the questions. Mr. Jacoby, I'm Joe Jacoby from Gold to Green TV.
All right.
Nice to have you here. Last summer, you talked about what you feel, and when you're in Chattanooga, you mentioned it again today. I'll talk a little bit about what you do feel when you're in this town, when you're visiting. Talk more about what you feel in your heart. You seem to lead with your heart.
Yeah, it's a feeling of being home. I mean, I'm a German. I actually have not grown up in Wolfsburg, where the head office of Volkswagen is, but I have lived there for many years. And I have worked for Volkswagen now for more than 25 years. I have been abroad for Volkswagen in Japan, in Asia, and now here in the United States, and I know how it feels to coming home to Wolfsburg. And I have actually the same feeling when I come here to Chattanooga. When I arrive here, whether this is via Atlanta or directly to Chattanooga, and I'm here in Chattanooga, I'm feeling a little bit home. And by the way, I'm not the only one who feels so. All the colleagues who are moving now from the Volkswagen family to Chattanooga, they all tell me that's a great place to live here. And that's actually this kind of link between our hearts where we feel that is actually part of our home as well. And it will be a very important part of the Volkswagen family here in Chattanooga. Thank you.
Nice.
All right?
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
You made some comments from the podium regarding the timing of the automotive industry, and it's not a risk, it's an opportunity, an investment. Could you reiterate that to some degree, maybe expand on it a bit?
Yeah, when the economy is down, you should use the opportunity to invest, and that's exactly what we are doing. By the way, we have not planned this because nobody could expect that the economy and the auto market is so much down as it is right now. But we are pretty sure that the markets will bounce back. Consumers will gain confidence again, and we should be optimistic. We have right now with the brand Volkswagen 2% market share in this market here, and with our global presence and with our global objectives, we think, and we are pretty convinced that we want to have a bigger stake in this market here in the future.
I'd like to ask you a question just in the spirit of why we're gathered here, which is innovation. But you made the comment there about the freedom to experiment and also to create new ideas,
Yeah.
or perhaps to construct entirely new business models. Touch on that again.
Well, with the freedom of engineering and development, I mean that we cannot decide today which will be the future technology for our cars. We have to give the industry, the universities, the freedom to develop and to engineer in various directions. And mobile telephones are a very classical example because we have a variety of different technologies, but they just disappear and a few come through. That's exactly what I mean with freedom in technology, and that actually should be also guided by the governance. We cannot say that this is the technology for the future. New business models are, for example, that we are not talking anymore of owning a car for driving, but that we are maybe owning mobility. Means that we can use different kinds of cars for different purposes.
Mr. Jacoby, you mentioned that I think 30% of the vehicles to be made, up to 30% will be diesel. Diesel has been slow to catch on in the United States. What makes you think that what makes you so confident that you're going to be able to sell that many diesel
We are
vehicles?
working on it. I think the perception of the American consumers towards diesel has improved significantly. We have the utmost latest technology, diesel technology, brought to this market as the first manufacturer here with the Jetta Clean Diesel, with the Jetta Sportswagen. And we see a much higher and better perception by the American consumers. We believe also that the truck and vans, that the engine of the future for these vehicles will be diesel, because hybrids are by far too heavy And for anyway heavy trucks and heavy vans, that's not the ideal technology. So we believe in diesel, and diesel will become a bigger stake in this country as well.
Mr. Jacobi, what do you think of the progress at the Enterprise South side?
I was there this morning. I still have a little bit dirty shoes. It looks fabulous. We are on track. I'm impressed about our construction companies here. They're doing an excellent job. The quality is excellent, and we are on time with everything which we have in our plannings.
One other question also, you were talking in your speech about risk versus opportunity. Give us an example of that, like for example in our current economic times or some of the challenges, for example, you face in building a plant, of risks that could be perceived as opportunities instead of a liability.
Yeah, we have of course to do everything to winter our ship Volkswagen through this very heavy storm. And we are doing this. We are looking what can be saved right now, what can be maybe do later, then postpone it a little bit. But for our major investments into our future, in our products, into modern technology, into environmentally friendly technology, we are not backing back, and we continue to invest actually in this technology, because that's actually what pays off after this economic storm. We need to have the right products when the economy comes back, and this is what we are doing right now.
I know Volkswagen is pushing Toyota in terms of being #1 in the world. How would it feel to be to take that top spot as the world's #1 automaker?
Well, first of all, we are feeling very well in the position of David fighting against Goliath. To see us in the position as David here, it is our long-term strategic objective and goal to be the #1 in the world. And that means also that we have to have a bigger position here. We are strong already in Brazil, we are strong in Europe, we are strong in Russia, we are strong in China. And it's good to be in the position of David right now and tackle a little bit against the market leader, against Toyota.
Also reiterate, you mentioned that of course you're having to trim back as the economy struggles, but you're not cutting anything from Chattanooga. Would you reiterate that for me?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, that's the answer actually to my question. Of course, we are cutting wherever it is possible. And that actually is, everybody is doing this, not only here in the United States. That's what all our management and our people are doing at Volkswagen globally right now. It's our responsibility. And I'm very impressed how fast actually we could adapt ourselves on the situation we are in right now. By the way, not only we supported also our dealers here, our almost 800 Volkswagen and Audi dealers as well, to prepare them also for this very difficult time, and I'm very glad to see them also stabilize. But in respect of our future investments, we continue actually to invest as we have originally planned.
Just time for